Yeah, and I can make it crazy, like have a bunch going.
Oh.
We can go wild and annoying with this one.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. It sounded like somebody just farted by my window and ran away.
Maybe they did.
I heard a and then like some running.
Maybe it was Nick.
Nick's outside shit in his pants.
Shut up, bitch!
That's funny.
It's probably on Nicky.
So last week we got to watch It's a Wonderful Life, and it was a very, it just ended up being a really nice story of a man and his family and just watching his life. And then this time around we watched a movie where they kill children.
Yeah. Yeah. Krampus.
Yeah, so what'd you think of Krampus? What's Hess's little review of Krampus?
I mean,
first, did you watch it with Abby? Did you guys watch that together?
No,
did you watch that by yourself?
She didn't want to watch it. She said she wouldn't watch it. So.
Yeah, well, hey, guess what, Abby?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! It didn't work.
Yeah.
Shut up, bitch!
Actually, honestly, I remembered it being better than it was. I gotta say, she probably did the right decision on saying not watching.
No, yeah, 100%. She did do the right decision. It wasn't god awful.
Yeah.
At the same time, it was kind of god awful.
But for the premise, it could have been so good. It could have been.
I guess.
Like with an evil Santa that has like little creatures like elves and fucking little cookie monsters that come and help him out. Like that's just so fun. But I don't know. They kind of one thing I didn't like is that a lot of the kills were off screen. I feel like you could have really like. I feel like
majority of kills were off screen.
Yeah, if it showed some of them, that might have won us over a little bit.
PG-13.
Yeah, I did really like though that the beginning, the whole thing was like a Christmas movie, and then it turns into a horror movie.
Yeah, it's like I say, I mean it was entertaining, I guess, for the hour and 30 minutes or whatever. But in the end, I just, honestly, how I feel about the majority of horror movies, like I don't see a point in making them because
I gotta make you like a list of some good horror movies for you to watch.
Like they're not scary.
Like have you seen Barbarian?
I can't say I've seen Barbarian. I used to watch horror movies all the time.
I should make you a list of actual good ones, not ones like this that are like silly stupid concepts.
You said this was good.
Well, I watched it one time to be fair, but I remember it being funny with Adam Scott, and I remember it being crazy that they killed the kids, but it wasn't even that crazy.
It's funny because I did look it up on IMDb, and it says it's a comedy horror, but I didn't find any comedy.
Yeah, it wasn't that funny and it wasn't that scary, honestly. I mean, I get they have to call it horror with the shit going on, but also, did you like the ending where like they're stuck in a snow globe and they might be reliving that over and over again?
Yeah, I mean that's what I assumed. Yeah,
I guess people because I guess this was based on a book or something. I guess people interpret it like Krampus might be giving them a second try at life, and he killed them all, but at the end, they're in a snow globe, so I don't know how you would interpret it that way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, then that's their chance at life is all just together. Unless that's what they mean. But it doesn't. I don't feel like you could interpret this any other way except for them being in a snow globe. But I guess people have two different ways to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I said. It just I don't know. It just feels like a waste of money, to be honest. I mean, I couldn't imagine this thing did very good in theaters.
I don't think it did very. Here, I'll look it up real quick. I don't think it did good at all. There's also like 47 Krampus like straight to DVD movies that once I was getting this ready, I was like, fuck, thank God I told Hess Adam Scott's in this. Otherwise, we could have both watched completely different Krampus movies and been on there being like, oh, mine was kind of good. I'm like, really? I didn't like mine that much.
And come find out we watched completely different movies.
So you wouldn't see a sequel to Krampus? You wouldn't see Krampus 2 Electric Boogaloo?
No, it just there's no point in it. You know what I mean? Like it's the same thing to me. The way I feel about that horror Winnie the fucking Pooh movie. Like
I can't wait. I can't fucking wait to see that horror Winnie the Pooh movie.
You're gonna be disappointed.
I know I am. I know it's gonna be stupid as fuck. But I can't wait just when I turn it on and fucking Pooh Bear is like stabbing a woman in a jacuzzi or something.
And what if you don't ever see it? What if they're all off screen?
Oh man, I'll fucking cry.
You're gonna be disappointed. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be terrible. That's the thing. As you get older, you get wiser, Jerome, and you're just like, this isn't worth my time.
Yeah, but I like shitty movies. I like shitty horror movies.
My time has become more valuable now that I'm older and wiser. I need to use it wisely.
Yeah, but see, this was only an hour and 38 minutes on a Sunday night. But it made worldwide. It made $61,548,707.
What did it cost?
But I'm looking up the budget next because that wasn't together, unfortunately. But it made more than I thought it would right there. That's for sure. It cost $15 million to make, so it made its money back for sure. But,
$45 million, give or take.
But almost every horror movie like this makes its money back because they're so fucking cheap to make that you could fucking trip and drop your wallet in their office and they're like, "Oh, we made our money back."
Yeah, pretty much.
But I really should what are your favorite horror movies like of all time? What top three? Top three.
I don't know. Probably I like the original Amityville Horror. I like the original Amityville Horror.
Oh, okay. Have you seen the one with Ryan Reynolds?
Maybe. I don't know if I have.
Because that one is the only one of any of the other ones that I watched that's pretty decent.
Huh. Yeah, because see, like I went through my like horror phase like in high school, and like maybe a couple years after. And then it was just like, they're all pretty much the same, and they're not really scary.
Wait, so none of them we watched on Idiot's Guide? None of those are in your top? Not a single one?
Like which? Like I don't even remember what
we watched. All the Nightmare on Elm Street.
No.
All the Friday the 13th. Remember the first 6 Friday the 13th are like the same movie?
The original Halloween is. I mean, if we're considering that horror.
Oh, and Halloween 3. We liked Halloween 3.
Yeah.
I was gonna actually queue up the Halloween 3 theme on here specifically for you, but it was off my computer, so.
And didn't the video get flagged when we played it?
But if I do it on here, I could make it shorter and stop it, so I could do it for a shorter pace. But
and then maybe I don't know. But see, that's the thing. I mean, I could, I honestly probably haven't seen the original Amityville Horror since I was in high school. And I guarantee you, if I watched it,
you'd hate it now.
I would be like, "Wow, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life." It's the same. It's the same thing with you with this.
Yeah.
I mean, like you're like, "Oh wow, like I saw this probably 5 years ago," and you're like, "Oh, it's actually pretty good." And now you're like, "Wow, that's fucking."
No, like literally,
you know what I mean?
Halfway through, as they started dying, I started to remember, and I was like, "Fuck, this is not as good as I remember the rest of this movie now. This is not going to be good."
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
What part? Like, how long watching it did you realize it was going to be a shitty movie? How long did it take you to figure that out?
I mean, honestly, before I started it, Jerome. Like,
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I think you are seriously losing it, bro.
Listen, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to.
So
be an
it started out. They're all being family.
Saying.
You're like, fuck this movie. It popped up Krampus on the screen, and you went, fuck this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's like they got. Adam Scott, and then the guy who was in The Office, Packer. I can't think of his name in real life. Okay, and then you have like the knockoff Kathy Bates or whatever.
That girl, she's also in another horror movie. I think a way better horror movie that you should watch as well.
I bet. Yeah.
I really think we should do eventually a podcast where I give you like 5 to 10 horror movies, probably more on the 5 side, and like ones that are really good. And I guarantee you'll be like, you know what, Jerome? There are some good horror movies, but it might end up we get to the first podcast and you go, hey, Jerome,
shut up, bitch.
Yeah,
and we stop it.
Here's the thing. I'm sure there are good horror movies. Okay, I just don't want to waste time going through all.
No, that's what I'm saying. That we gotta find the best of the best for you to watch.
Right,
and that's it. That's it.
You should create like a website where people go and just, recommend. And then like, once we get like 64 recommendations and like you vet them, then we do like a round robin style tournament. And the last like 5 standing, that's what we watch.
That would be crazy.
I mean, it would take obviously people doing their part as well.
Mm-hmm.
But if it could happen, that would be cool.
This real quick,
and perfect timing. It's Christmas time, so I mean,
true.
Perfect timing for Christmas horror movies.
Have you played any Mario stuff ever in your life?
Yeah.
I don't remember
Years
I
ago.
don't remember what it's called, but when he's in like his little cat flying suit, you know what I'm talking about, and he's flying around.
Yeah.
Right now, you with your jacket and your hair, you totally remind me of little Mario that should be flying around just in your room.
That's me.
I think it's
That's what I was
because
going
me and Taylor have been
for. I was
playing a
going for
lot
that
of
look.
Mario Kart, so I've been like I've been seeing a lot more Mario, but you really reminded me of him right now.
Oh, that's what I was going for.
Oh, okay. Dressing up for the day after Christmas.
Little Mario, yeah.
Okay.
Little Mar. No, yeah, but like I said, it was entertaining just because I'd never seen it.
Mm. Did you have a
But
favorite
it
part?
was-
Was there a part that you're like, oh, that was cool when he fucking when
Not
they
really.
tricked that fat kid into to go to the fireplace because of course the fat kid wanted the cookie. Of
I
course,
know, I did laugh at that. That was probably literally the only thing I laughed at.
Maybe that scene is why it's a comedy. That they had to call it a comedy because of that scene.
Yeah, the little fatty was like, "Oh, I'll have the cookie."
A fucking gingerbread man is chained up going down your chimney, and you at all think it's a good idea to eat it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And then, like, the fire goes out to the thing.
Yeah, they should have had a lot more fire starters in the house. Just
Well,
in case.
and then like everyone's just knocked out, and like they're all breathe. Like, you can tell it's cold in the room because of their breath.
Mm.
And I'm like, and they're just sleeping through this freezing. Like,
Yeah, no problem. They do this every year.
the baby.
That's funny. You remind me of the
You
baby.
know?
I saw in the IMDb trivia. Did you look at that at all?
I did not.
Apparently, one of the only notes they kept getting about this movie is to keep cutting to the crying baby.
Why? That made me want to turn it off even more.
I don't know why. I don't understand it. That was one of their notes. I also saw a couple things in the trivia that, like, apparently at the end of the snow globes,
like-
you could see like the
They're
psycho
like,
house in the
we
snow
need to
globe.
add 15 minutes to this movie. Keep cutting to the crying baby.
Yeah, I guess. Which, I mean, the only part that
They're
I
like,
even
that's
remember the
good
baby
filler.
crying at is the gingerbread kid part where the baby cried a little bit and then woke everybody
They
up.
cried a couple of times, but
Oh,
it's just
really?
like I hate crying babies.
Mm.
That sounds terrible to say, but
So like if you were a superhero, that's your kryptonite. That's what they would use to like take you down to be some crying babies.
probably.
Oh man. Now
Probably,
now people know
yeah.
how to take you down. Are you scared? Some crying baby's gonna come up to you in the streets?
No, good luck.
What, are you gonna fight the baby?
No, I just walk away.
Oh, I
It's
think
not
meant like
my
good
baby.
luck, motherfucker. I'll fight you and your baby.
It's not, no, it's not my baby. I can just
Oh.
walk away.
But I saw too in there that apparently like at the end with the snow globes you can see like the psycho house in there, and there was like, and I guess when they showed the neighborhood in the beginning that was completely CGI, so they CGI'd a bunch of like 80s famous houses in there. I didn't go back and look, but
Wow.
I guess there's a ton, and I think it even had like the director's house and shit like that because he's a famous dude.
The thing that confused me until, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes into the movie was the old lady. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know that was
Yeah.
his mom.
Well, because
they
the
never say
fucking
that.
kid would just be like Oli, Oli, or whatever you
When
would call
she's
her.
speaking German, I'm like, who is this?
They were gonna
bitch? I'm
have
like,
her, I think, deaf for the entire movie too, or something like
I
that, and then they
legitimately
decided not
thought-
to.
for the first 20 minutes, I'm like, only he can see her. I legitimately thought that.
That
I
would
was
have been a
like,
good twist.
Only the kid can see this lady because, like, I'm like, who is she? I'm like, she's just there, and like she's speaking another language, and they just happen to understand. I thought the audio was fucked on my.
Oh my!
TV.
Oh, because you do have those problems.
God.
That's funny. Oh fuck, what was it? Oh yeah. Do you understand? Like, do you get why Krampus like decided not to kill her and just threw it on her thing and was like, I know she said he left him there as a message and all that, but
Yeah.
like, why? Realistically, why wouldn't he kill her?
Kill who? The mom?
The grandma the first time when they did the animated thing and she was like a little girl.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that was like that. Like he would have killed her. Like he's just killing. He killed the little girl in the beginning of the movie under the car. Like why wouldn't he kill this little girl in her bedroom?
He killed everybody.
Is it is it just because she's the one that called him because she stopped believing in Santa, just like the son? Maybe.
I mean, I guess maybe.
It also
see,
seems kind of fucked up. You call you call Krampus over to you, and then he just kills all your family and lets you go because you
And,
don't
like,
because
then-
you don't believe in Santa because you've had a shitty time around holidays and shit. Now you're gonna get your whole family gets murdered, but you get a cool little thing you can put on your tree that says Krampus.
Yeah.
It
hey, what are you gonna do?
seems weird. I did see too that apparently one version of the movie that they were going with was gonna be like Krampus just coming in a slasher, just killing everybody one by one, kinda.
Well,
I think maybe it would have been more entertaining.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I didn't go with that one.
Yeah, so I mean, not only did he killed the whole block, like the whole town or whatever.
Apparently, he has the power
just...
to put anybody into a snow globe too. Like he'll kill them like that, and then you and your house is in a blizzard in my house.
Right. You know this was fake, right? You know this is real happen in real life.
Well, I know that. I don't think Krampus is really walking around fucking doing shit.
Well, just making sure because you're like, well, apparently he can do this.
Well, I mean, in the movie, it's just like at the end, you can put him into snow globes. Like, what the fuck? The grandma didn't tell that in her little tale.
I know. No, I know.
Also, have you seen the Jeepers Creepers movies? Because this gave me big Jeepers Creepers vibes, especially at the end when they're like going through his little warehouse, whatever he's at, when he has all the snow globes.
I know I saw the first one, maybe the second one, maybe, but I can't. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I used to enjoy these things, and like I said, I think
we could get you back to enjoying them
and wiser
one day.
And it's just like, I don't have time for this. Sorry,
What is your favorite movie genre? If you could only watch one movie genre the rest of your life.
I mean, I like watching movies. Don't get me wrong, but like I have issues sitting through movies and not falling asleep.
Oh yeah,
like
we've learned that.
That's just my thing. Like
I watched Future World with you.
I've always been that way. Always. Like if I sit down and I'm like, it's just like, ugh, like I'm ready for a nap.
That's funny.
So yeah, like and I like going to movies, and I'm the same way. I can go to the movies and I'll
you fall asleep at the theater too.
Fuck yeah!
Even if it's so like fucking loud, shit's just constantly going in your ear. You
doesn't matter.
Wow.
I went and saw.
Well, maybe you should get into Coke just when you watch movies.
I went and saw Star Wars Episode 8, the second to last one with Abby's stepdad. Fell asleep. We went to a midnight
to be
showing.
fair, that's a fucking horrible movie. I wish I fell asleep through that in the theater. Fuck.
But he was like, I can't believe you fell asleep at the fucking movie theater. He's like, it was fucking loud in there.
That's
He's
funny.
like, it was fucking. People were looking back at you because you were snoring. I was like, yeah, I was fucking tired. Apparently,
that's so funny. So, like, has that always just been a thing with you? Like, you always just sleep through movies?
Yeah, Maybe
you do just need to just be a cokehead just when you watch movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just.
And you're just like, I only dabble in the coke when I watch movies. That's it.
So once a week.
Yeah.
Pod.
Yeah. Once a week for like I do a couple lines just to get to the movie.
I would have to question if the pod is healthy for me.
Yeah. Probably. Next step is like, I'm gonna do a little heroin for the pod.
But see, I did not fall asleep during this one or last week. I haven't. So like
last week's was long as fuck. Last week I wouldn't have even blamed you to fall asleep through.
I know. But yeah, it's I don't know. Like I say, it's just I like movies. I'm just not like a huge movie guy, if that makes sense at all.
It's like a casual movie watcher.
It's kind of like Peyton. Peyton's the same way. Like he went and saw Black Panther 2 with his basketball team on Thursday or whatever. And, I'm like, how was it? And he was like, it was okay. He goes, it was super long. And he goes, it was fine. But he's like, I'm not really into movies that much.
Oh, so he just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel. Kind of.
See, I just feel like it's probably it's because I fucking live with Dingleberry out there, who's categorized movies his whole life and shit. So I've just been like, I've just always watched them. But for someone like you or Peyton, you guys probably didn't watch movies 24/7. You know what I mean? No, for like a while.
I watched sports, and that's. I mean, I feel like you can understand that too, because you're like, I don't really give a fuck about sports.
Yeah. No, yeah. Same way exactly. Like I could watch it, sure, but I don't care.
And be like, yeah, I'm watching this. Are you kidding me?
True. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, you wouldn't probably fall asleep. You probably watch like 5-6 hours of football. Wouldn't fall asleep.
I've watched fucking football all day Saturdays and all day Sundays in the fall.
So do you think you could be like 2 hours into football, turn on a movie, and you would fall asleep in the movie?
100%.
Wow. So something about movies are like melatonin for you. They just fucking put you right to snooze, huh?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's funny because
I wonder if there's a lot of
until
other people like that, or if you're a unique fella, or if there's just, like some people that just like the second a movie's on, I'm out no matter what.
I'm sure there are people like me. I'm sure I'm not just an outlier, I mean, but
What if you're allergic to movies?
It's just what you're interested in. Like
Yeah,
I mean that's literally all it boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like some people like sci-fi, some people don't like sci-fi. I mean, if I had to pick, I like comedies and I like thrillers. Like those are like my two things. Like I don't know if you ever saw a movie called The Score with
The sounds familiar.
It's got the guy from fucking Fight Club in it. Not Brad Pitt.
Oh,
the other guy. What's his name?
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton Jr. And I think it's like Robert. I don't know, but I think it is Robert De Niro and Edward Norton Jr. Like I don't know. I saw that movie years ago.
Is that like is that like his like first movie or something like that? Like is he like young in it?
Let me see here.
Because I don't think I've seen that, but I think
it is Robert De Niro and Edward Norton Jr. It's from 2001.
Yeah, I think I know about that, but I haven't seen that.
But yeah, it actually has Marlon Brando in it too.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, Angela Bassett. I really enjoyed that movie. Like, and I mean, like I say, I saw this probably in theaters, and I could probably watch it tomorrow and be like, "This is fucking stupid." Like, you know what I mean?
Dude, will you stop?
Yeah, it's totally true. And then there's another one. I can't think of what it's called, but it's a thriller. It has.
Can you hear that someone outside is pushing multiple shopping carts past my house now?
It's probably a homeless person.
No, yeah, but it's like it sounds like there's a whole fucking like Winco outside my house.
I can't hear that.
It's loud as shit.
Who's the black actor?
There's multiple. There's more than one.
He's in Training Day.
Training Day. Fuck, King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah, I want to say D'Angelo Washington, but I know
Denzel,
it's not. Denzel
Washington. You got me there, homeboy.
Yeah, Denzel. Goddamn, I can't think. But it's one of his movies, and it's like he's I think he's the bank. Oh, Inside Man. Ever seen Inside Man?
I have not. I haven't seen a lot of Denzel Washington shit.
Oh fuck, dude! Inside
I've only
Man
seen a few.
Dope. Yeah, Inside Man is dope. It's got Clive Owen.
You know what
Jodie Foster.
We should do for the podcast? You pick a couple of like really good movies you like that. Like you pick you pick 2 or 3, and I'll do 2 or 3 horrors, or even just 1 and 1, whatever. And we just keep being like, I love this movie. You watch this. Okay. Do you want to go first? Since we just watched Krampus, do you want to pick the next movie?
I don't care.
It can be whatever you want. The world is your oyster.
No, see, that's the thing right there. Like that movie. Let's see here. Hold on here. So, like Inside Man. Okay, it's a tough detective. He matches wits with a bank robber as a tense hostage crisis is unfolding into a volatile situation. Comes a woman named Madeline, a mysterious power broker who has a hidden agenda and threatens to push a tense situation past the breaking point. It's dope. I like I said, it's probably stupid as shit, but like in 17 years ago when I watched it, I was like, wow, that's dope. I like that shit a lot.
So what's it called again?
It's called Inside Man.
Inside Man. Okay. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
I don't know if let me look at this other one up. Maybe we'll do the other one first. Neither of them are on anything.
Inside Man is on IQIYI or some whatever the fuck that app is, but it says you can watch it on that.
The Score is on Get Film Rinse app, Get Philo app, and Get Pluto TV app.
Pluto's free with ads, so you could do Pluto easily.
I know, but I would just rent it.
Yeah, I probably even have it on DVD.
Let's watch The Score first.
The Score? Okay, I'm down with that.
It's Robert De Niro and Edward Norton Jr. Like I said, I literally saw this in theaters, and I remember being like, "This is fucking dope." I love it.
Okay. I think so. Then I already know mine after. I think we're gonna do Barbarian the week after that.
Okay.
That's got Justin Long in it. It's got you know the younger Skarsgård,
Bill?
Bill Skarsgård. It's got him in it,
Ooh.
and I can't remember the girl that's in it, but it's really good. And have you?
It's not like that one movie, right? Where the dude's like
I'm scared.
he's like half man, half fucking walrus. Or
Oh no, it's not. It's not Tusk. It's not Tusk.
Oh yeah, Tusk. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no. This one,
Yeah.
I'll tell you the base premise is a girl goes to an Airbnb.
Oh,
and then
is this recent?
Yeah, it came out this year, I believe. It's on HBO Max.
Oh, wow.
And it is great. It'll be one of the best horror movies you've seen in a while. I guarantee it.
Okay.
It's really, really fun. It's got some great turns in the movie, and I think it's just a fun time. I went into it in the theaters. I didn't see a trailer. I had no idea. They just brought me along. I purposely just didn't watch the trailers.
Right.
And it was really fun to watch.
I like going into movies that way, too.
Yeah.
Not knowing anything about the movie.
Me and Taylor watched. Have you heard of the movie called The Witch? It's a horror movie.
It doesn't ring a bell.
It's got Anya Taylor-Joy in it, who she was in The Northman too. She was the girl in The Northman. But it's about her family and all this shit. But like in like she ends up like the witchy things start happening and all this shit. But in the beginning of the movie, me and Taylor had no idea what was going on in the movie at all. And this random old ass witch lady just starts stomping a baby in like this little like thing to make like this powder and this shit like for some potion or whatever. So we're just like opening of the movie, you're stomping a baby, and we're like, what the fuck is going on here? But turned out to be pretty cool.
That sounds intense. Yeah.
That would be if we were doing multiple movies. Eventually, that I would say that's on the list. It's really good. That's a really fun.
Because we're just filling until the last.
Until
of us,
last
right?
of us, yeah. We have 2 or 3 weeks, something like that.
Okay, and then I for sure won't be doing a podcast that first week.
Yeah,
The Last of Us.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So,
there'll be sometimes that'll be just me, which I was also thinking I might do videos like how I was doing for Peripheral and She-Hulk and stuff like that. Like, like the night of on Last of Us. I'm not 100% on that yet, but
yeah, you should because I mean they seem to get a lot of views.
Yeah,
so.
Plus that's just kind of fun doing those like right after I watch it. Just do that, and I don't gotta set up cameras and shit. There was something I was gonna ask, but now I don't remember. I don't know. We have 9 minutes left. Is there anything else you want to talk about on the pod? How you enjoying High on Life? You said you were playing that the other day.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun. It's different. So
did you know there's a little connection with that in Krampus?
No.
The guy Justin Roiland he does the voiceover for Rick and Morty in the show, but he does like the guns and some of the weapons in that game. Was one of the gingerbread men in the movie.
Didn't know that.
You couldn't tell because they high-pitched his voice, and it was also Seth Green as one of the other ones, too. But, so the guy from High on Life was, the little first gun you get was in the movie.
That's funny. I never knew that. Yeah.
But so you're enjoying the game?
Yeah, it's fun. And like I say, it's different. Yeah, I enjoy it. It's fun.
How much time do you think you put into it?
I don't know, probably a couple hours, 2-3 hours.
Oh, okay.
So nothing too crazy. So, I mean, I played. I don't know. I didn't really play much of anything this weekend.
Just because you were sick,
yeah. Because like I said, Friday I started feeling bad, and yeah, like I've slept a lot this weekend. So
I bet too. Just if you're feeling sick, and then you want to bundle up because it's cold too. So it's just like there's no way you're not gonna sleep.
What was it, Friday night? It was either Friday night or Saturday night. I fell asleep with this fucking hoodie on, and I woke up.
You had dreams of flying around as Mario?
Sweating. I was like drenched, and like I just woke up and I remember being like, "Oh my god, I'm fucking gonna spontaneously combust." And like
that always sucks because then you're like, "Fuck!" Like it's like I'm cold, but I got a fever, so I'm sweating.
I took it off and I was like, Jesus, I'm fucking freezing now. Because I was wet. I had the shirt I had underneath was soaking wet. I'm like, fuck.
You're wet, huh?
So I literally just didn't even get out of bed. I was just like contorting my body to pull my arms out and shit and trying to take this off without getting up.
Sounds like what a picture.
Like I think it was Saturday morning because I slept a lot Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and then Saturday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, like 1:15, I woke up and I was fucking starving. So I made a can of chicken noodle soup, and Abby came out and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm fucking starving." And she's like, "It's 1:15 in the morning, right?"
Just some
I'm like,
chicken noodle soup at 1:15.
I'm like, hunger never sleeps, so I'm fucking hungry.
Are you a big
So-
soup guy, or are you just soup when you're sick?
Nah, I mean, I like soup. Honestly, I usually don't eat a lot of soup, but I love soup.
Oh yeah, everybody here
So-
loves soup. I've never been big on soup except for like when it's cold. I like a good bowl of soup
Yeah.
or like chili or something like that. Or if
Well,
I'm
that's the
sick,
thing.
then I like a good
It's
like
just
chicken
it's
noodle or
just
something.
it's just too hot here in the summer to eat soup.
True.
So,
Very true.
like, I'm definitely not eating soup in the summer.
You're not gonna
unless
get
I'm-
up at 1:15 in the morning in the summer and have a nice
No.
bowl of soup.
No. And I haven't looked, but it's supposed to rain like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah,
or
I think it's
something like
it's
that.
supposed to rain again and get all cold again.
I was like, hell to the yeah, bro, so I can get sick again. That'll be exciting.
Do you think whoever lives in your guys' old place has been harassed by those kids at all yet?
I would have 100%.
You think so, 100%?
Yeah.
I kind of hope so, honestly. I hope.
I'm sure
I
they
hope
have
it
it.
lives on past you. Them just like ding dong ditching that place, and it just becomes a thing. Like that little building gets ding dong ditched all the time.
Yeah, it probably
Except
does.
maybe chill out on throwing the ices through the window at like 2:30 in the morning. That you could chill out on.
Yeah, they probably should.
Because that could be bad. That scared the shit out of me at 2:30 in the morning. Hold on, honey. I'll let you out in a minute. This is almost over.
Oh, it's so crazy.
Do you got any last things you want to say before we wrap up the pod?
I don't think so.
I think I'm
I
all
don't
good.
want to be sick anymore.
Everybody send what kind of medicine you need. They'll all send it your way. You need cocaine for movies. What do you need
Yeah.
to not be sick?
I don't know. Anything. I just
Send
want
them
to taste.
all your medicine.
I want to taste food again and smell.
Oh yeah, so did you even taste your chicken noodle?
No, that's the thing. So
That's unfortunate too.
yeah, I told Abby, I think I'm just gonna go buy a bunch of like health food since I can't taste. I'm just
Yeah, just like snack on some carrots and broccoli while you play Warzone or something.
Yeah, that sounds goddamn yummy.
Well, you're not gonna taste it, so you just be like, this is so good.
Yeah.
And the second you
I
get your
know.
hunger back, though.
Dude,
I
will
know
you
it's
stop?
it's fucked because like Abby bought like a shitload of groceries Thursday, and she got like those cowboy burgers that I sent you, like jalapeno
Mm-hmm.
and like some like black garlic marinated chicken and like this orange chicken. So like last night I had to make this chicken and it's like I
You can't even have it. You can't even taste it. That's fucking
can't even
horrible.
taste it. Yeah.
Does
Had
at least
mashed potatoes and
smelling
the
it make
chicken.
you be like, okay, this is at least good enough.
I can't smell.
Oh well, fuck. Then you're just screwed.
Yeah.
So- Do you think Abby's
know.
just farting all over the place too? Then and you don't know because you can't
Maybe.
smell.
I took a poop this morning and I know it stunk.
I thought you were
couldn't
gonna be
smell
like,
it.
I took a poop this morning. I smelt that.
No, I didn't.
That's
I know
bad
it
if you
stunk,
can't
though.
smell your shit. Because whew, that's definitely COVID.
I know it stunk. So
Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah, I know it did. So good times.
You wanna wrap up the podcast and go play a little Warzone too?
Yeah. Let's do that.
All right, I'm cool with that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe. One more time, what's the movie we're watching next week?
The Score.
The Score for everybody. Make sure you
Robert
watch
Downey
that.
Jr., Edward Norton Jr.
Is that it?
I mean, I'm sure there's other people.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
those
yeah.
two that we know of.
Marlon Brando's in it too.
Yeah, and Marlon Brando. So that'll be a
might
hoot.
have been his last movie.
Oh, maybe. But yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
watching. Please comment down below how Hess could get better, and we'll see you guys next week.
Later.